Mutahi Kagwe, born in January 1958, emerged from the green rolling landscapes of Mukurweini in Nyeri County, a place that shaped much of his early character and ambitions. Raised in a supportive and industrious family, he grew up under the guidance of parents who valued discipline, education, and talent. His father, Dan Kagwe, and mother, Anne Kagwe, became known for nurturing the abilities of their children, many of whom would later shine in different fields, including sports. Mutahi grew up alongside his siblings, including his brother Dan Kagwe, who would go on to serve as the Postmaster General and acting CEO of the Postal Corporation of Kenya. In the wider family, his nephews, Mutahi and Njoroge Kibugu, entered the national spotlight as professional golfers, further highlighting the family's diverse talents. Mutahi's early education began at Kihate Primary School, where he studied from 1965 to 1971. His academic path then took him to Kagumo High School, one of Kenya's prominent national schools. There, from 1972 to 1977, he completed both his O-levels and A-levels, setting the foundation for a future defined by leadership and public service. After high school, Mutahi joined the University of Nairobi in 1978, where he pursued a Bachelor of Commerce degree in Insurance Law and Practices. He graduated in 1981, entering adulthood with a strong grounding in both business and governance. Years later, driven by an aspiration to become a more effective leader, he returned to school and earned an MBA from the United States International University, USIU. Records indicate he attended USIU between 1988 and 1992, or 2002 to 2007, reflecting a long-term dedication to academic and professional growth. Before throwing himself fully into politics, Mutahi Kagwe built a solid and respected career in the corporate world. Between 1987 and 1989, he worked in the advertising department of the Standard Media Group, eventually rising to the influential position of Chief Commercial Director. His time in media sharpened his communication skills and exposed him to the intricacies of public relations, marketing, and corporate leadership. Mutahi's entrepreneurial spirit soon took center stage. He founded several successful ventures, including an independent publishing house, a regional consumer research consultancy, and TelMPR, a public relations firm that would become one of the leading agencies in East Africa. His expertise also placed him in key leadership roles on various corporate boards, one of the most notable being his position as council chairman at Multimedia University before it received its official charter. Mutahi Kagwe's political journey began in earnest in 2002, when he was elected as the Member of Parliament for Mukurweini constituency. During his time in Parliament, he chaired the Parliamentary Committee on Finance, Trade, Tourism, and Planning, placing him at the center of some of the country's most crucial economic decisions. In 2005, President Mwai Kibaki appointed him Minister for Information and Communications. His tenure in this docket marked a turning point in Kenya's technological transformation. Mutahi played a central role in monumental national projects such as the Teens Undersea Fiber Optic Cable and the successful launch of M-Pesa, which would go on to revolutionize the global mobile money landscape. After the 2010 Constitution ushered in a new political structure, Mutahi served as the first senator of Nyeri County from 2013 to 2017, contributing to the early foundations of devolution. In 2020, President Uhuru Kenyatta appointed him Cabinet Secretary for Health, placing him at the forefront of the nation's response to the COVID-19 pandemic. His steady and authoritative voice became a constant presence in daily briefings during the crisis. In late 2024, President William Ruto appointed him Cabinet Secretary for Agriculture and Livestock Development, marking his return to the cabinet in a new national role. Mutahi Kagwe is married to Anne Wanjiku Mutahi, a financial expert and daughter of the late prominent cabinet minister John Michuki. Through their marriage, two politically influential families, Kagwe and Michuki, became connected. Anne Wanjiku has also held notable public roles, including serving as a special advisor to President Uhuru Kenyatta on SME development, making her an important figure in Kenya's economic and entrepreneurial sphere. Mutahi and Anne are blessed with 4 children, one of whom is the renowned Kenyan rapper Kahush, real name Kagwe Mutahi. Mutahi has publicly expressed pride in his son's artistic career, noting that their family encourages their children to chart their own paths. During his vetting for the Agriculture CS role in January 2025, Mutahi Kagwe declared a net worth of approximately Kenya shillings 842 million, reflecting decades of work in business, investments, and public service. This marked an increase from his Kenya shillings 668 million declaration during his 2020 vetting for the health docket. He attributed his wealth to assets accumulated over many years, including real estate, land holdings, private business ventures, profits from TEL-M-PR, interests in the research agency TNS-RMS East Africa. As with most public vetting declarations, these figures reflect only the assets legally registered under his name and may not represent his complete financial position. KEMSA scandal during the COVID-19 pandemic. The most defining controversy of Mutahi's career emerged during his tenure as Health Cabinet Secretary. The Kenya Medical Supplies Agency, KEMSA, was implicated in the alleged misappropriation of Kenya shillings 7.8 billion meant for emergency COVID-19 supplies. Key concerns included
tenders allegedly issued to politically connected individuals, inflated prices for PPEs, the emergence of so-called COVID millionaires, public outcry over misuse of pandemic funds. The then KEMSA CEO, Jonah Manjari, claimed that the awarding of some contracts was influenced by senior ministry officials, including Kagwe, drawing intense scrutiny from Parliament's Public Investments Committee, PIC. Despite being summoned repeatedly, Kagwe was criticized for failing to appear or provide satisfactory answers. He defended himself by stating that he personally called in investigative authorities, argued that the crisis was driven by entrenched cartels, and maintained that he took action by restructuring KEMSA leadership. While the EACC recommended prosecution of certain officials, no definitive legal conclusion was reached regarding Kagwe himself. Nonetheless, the scandal resurfaced prominently during his 2025 vetting. Other public criticisms. As Health CS, Mutahi also faced public backlash for attempting to make COVID-19 vaccination mandatory for access to government services, certain communication missteps, including shifting messaging that some Kenyans found unclear or contradictory. Initially praised for his calm and steady leadership, he later drew criticism from citizens who questioned aspects of his approach during the evolving pandemic.